All right. Welcome to our Beyond the Arrows YouTube channel. I am Caden.
I am Devin, also known as Squatchy.
We wanted to film our first video as a sitting down and kind of a talk and kind of describe what our plan is for this channel. As you can tell, we have a few shorts out right now, but as you can tell from the short that we released yesterday, Devin was throwing his Black Widow Mania. We would love to start doing ball reviews as soon as we can.
Yep, definitely.
I mean, good one to start with here. We got the brand new Danger Zone, hopefully coming out soon, hopefully.
And I definitely recommend that ball. Even if you are high rev rate, it's a great ball. I actually just shot it tonight in league, and I think it was 256 I shot.
Yeah, 256. I mean,
so
it was a really great game.
It was. It definitely, when it finds the break point, it definitely finds the break point. No doubt about that. You can throw it down and in, or you can hook it across like the last short with this. I was throwing, standing at 30, throwing over 15. Did the same thing with that ball. This ball is, a bigger ball, but that definitely does the same exact. It's crazy on the action that it has for a lower end ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very readable motion. I mean, I've thrown a few games with it. I haven't thrown it a lot, and I can already tell it's going to be probably one of my top balls out the bag, especially on house shots. It's amazing.
Yep. Definitely for me, tried throwing it a little bit at the end of the first game to see how it was, and it definitely for me, if I ended up totally getting that ball, it's definitely gonna be a second game ball for me.
Oh yeah, no doubt. It's very good.
Just as the transitions happening, that would be my go-to. So like the 9th, 10th frame, possibly the 8th frame of the first game, and definitely all throughout the second, and possibly the first 2 frames of the third game. I mean, that's pretty much what I did tonight, and it definitely hits.
It's very hard hitting ball. Anyways, sidetrack from the bowling balls itself. We wanted to do a little bit of a backstory of kind of Devin and I to kind of give you guys a good idea of who we are, what we've accomplished. I'll start off first. I mean, I've been bowling probably 14, almost 15 years now. I started when I was really young. I did junior gold from 2021 all the way through 2024. My best finish was 19th at Grand Rapids, Michigan. I was 19th. Other than that, I've done a few PBA junior events, a few PBA regionals along the northeast coast, and planning to do a few more here soon. So hopefully we'll have good footage of that. And
Geez, I don't even know how. I guess I started actually bowling, like actually for league, actually focusing on it. You're making me think here now, man.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of a age difference.
Yeah. So yeah, about 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. In about 2011, 2012 is when I really started focusing on bowling. Bowled quite a few leagues that year. And then I ended up going, I think I did 2 years of league, and then I took, I want to say 7 or 8 years off. And I never thought I was going to get back into bowling.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things when you're young, you're like, yeah, this is cool, I'm going to do it. And then it just, I got asked to sub one time, and I'm like, let's do this.
Yeah. It's an addictive sport. You do it once, you do it a couple times, get brand new ball that carries for you like crazy, and you're hooked on it. I mean, it's hard to get away from that.
Yeah, you find a ball that works for you, and it's like a potato chip. You can't just buy one; you have to go out and buy more and more and more.
Yeah, that's for sure. Other side note,
pretty much what it is. Like you said, you did all that. I'm just a league bowler.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, I do sports shot tournaments. And here, hopefully, in March, we'll have some footage. We're both going to be shooting in the New York State USBC Open. Oh, not Open, the Masters.
Masters down in Newburgh. Yep.
So hopefully, that would be a good turnout for us.
Yeah,
Get a
I
couple
mean,
more, try to get some good sponsors in and go from there. I mean, my goal is to eventually get on the PBA tour. By that time I might be in the PBA 50, but
hey,
yeah,
never know, never know.
it's a goal, short term or long term.
Yeah, I mean, goal for me is, I mean, I've seen a little more competitive action compared to you.
Yep.
Not saying anything.
No, no, no. It's
Of
definitely
course.
true. It's definitely true.
I'd like to bowl in a lot more PBA tournaments. In fact, I cannot wait to do this regional that we have locally up here in New York soon. Hopefully, it'll be probably one of my best finishes. I feel pretty confident going into it. Been working on spare shooting like crazy. Been working
Yep.
on different, lot harder shots
Yeah.
than recent. And especially if like people watching this, if like you're gonna be bowling junior gold stuff like that, you really got to focus on spares. Spares is probably one of the biggest things in sports shots when you're competing to focus on. Like, yeah, a lot of people know how to throw a good first ball, and now with the urethane ban, you really got to focus on your reactive and reading the ball motion.
Well, not just urethane alike.
Yeah, urethane like with the hammer NU.
Yep.
I don't know if the storm level counts.
I'm not 100% sure on that. That's something that would definitely need some deep dive into.
Yeah, that's a that's a conversation and video for another day.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, but yeah, definitely. Not just like sports shots that you have to worry about. Even with your spares, even in league nights like our other house shots, spares matter. You want your average to go up. That's definitely one way to do it is hit your spares. And like for me tonight, I couldn't save the life of me.
There's a few 10-pin misses out there that were probably a good, 40 pins?
But I could say, there was only 3 10 pins.
Okay, so 30 pins.
So, spares is definitely key. It
Yeah.
really is. It helps out a lot. And just from last year coming back, like I said, after about 7 8 years off, I ended the season with what was that, I think a 178 or something like that. And this year I come in after working on spares, marks, focusing, timing, anything that you can. And I come back and my average now is over 200 over 5 leagues.
Yeah.
As hitting a 214 average, 215 average over 5 different leagues in 1 week. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good for what you say, like your second, third year back.
It's my second year
Second
back.
year back, yeah. And on a side note, from the whole making your spares, working on your timing, anything kind of game related to bowling when it comes to form. The other plan we hope on doing is a lot of like coaching and tip videos, like how to get a little more rev rate on your ball. Spare shooting is going to be a big one.
Yeah.
Because once you have a good solid spare shooting video out and you watch the video, you do it a few times, and it's not a complex, really, thing to shoot spares.
Right.
You have your easy 7-pin corner makes, you have your easy 10-pin makes.
Oh, that's your
Then it's just a few adjustments here and there, and you keep the same mark.
right. And same thing with lefty. It's like your 7 pins or 10 pin. It's your greatest nemesis. I mean, for me this year, I can hit typically 24 out of 25 10 pins, but the one I'm actually struggling with this year is the weirdest pin of them all. It's the 4 pin. That one is my kryptonite for this season. I don't know why.
I can get away with it for hooking on house shot, but
Yeah, and then sports shot,
do not
straighter
throw
straighter
hook ball at your spares.
Yeah,
Throw straight.
Try to throw straight as much as possible.
You can throw straight at your spares and hit the same mark, and your chopping rate for like chopping 610 or anything like that goes down dramatically. And you don't have to factor in if it's a short oil pattern or a long oil pattern when you're trying to hook the ball, especially across the lane.
Yeah.
Because it could break early, then you have to readjust. And
right. Well, and also too, you got to find a spare ball that actually works for you. Because we both throw 15. He has a 16-pound spare ball. I use a 12-pound because I have a hard time throwing it straight, so I have to go to a lighter ball, which will help me get across the lane and actually not hook on me.
Yeah.
I mean, even then, after certain, opponents in league, the carry down does not help.
No, it does not.
I don't know how many times I've seen my 12 pounds spare ball hook 4 or 5 boards when it shouldn't be when I'm throwing it
Yeah,
normal like
exactly.
my 15. So
Yeah, I mean, spares is easily, excuse me, one of the best things to really do, especially if you're just getting into bowling, because you shoot your spares, you're gonna really see that you kind of shoot up above some other people that can maybe throw a lot of strikes, but as soon as they leave a 10 pin, can't make it.
yeah,
So
you and a baby split, they can't make it.
yes, but
So I was seeing
probably one of the hardest easy split spares to make, honestly.
yeah, like even double wood shooting straight at those, that is the most perfect spare to do it.
It is depending. I
Yeah.
mean, dependent.
Yeah,
But
for me it would be. It's definitely you got double wood. You want to throw straight at it. And,
Marduk was famous for always throwing straight at like the bucket and double wood. I mean,
yeah,
that's and look how many spares he made. Look how many 10 pins Walter Ray used to shoot back in the day. He would out of 100, he'd maybe miss one.
yeah.
And he's, I think, one of the only ones in PBA history to still have like almost the best
Version rate.
conversion rate. Struggling with words here today.
Yeah.
And I mean, for a single season, I mean,
Yeah,
look how good they are now. They're Hall of Famers, both made millions on tour. And in fact, Danger Zone was definitely one of Walter Ray's biggest earning balls ever. So good to see a old relic back in the line for Brunswick.
I can show you an old relic.
Oh yeah, good old Ebonite Tornado.
Yeah. But yeah, and overall, the spare shooting is definitely one that, even when you go and practice, just what I did was just throw the ball down a lane. Don't like you care about it, but you really don't. So if you leave something, actually you can go to leave something that could be pickable, like the 710. You don't want to leave that.
It's fun to shoot, but you're not making it a lot of the time. What's PBA tour percentage? 0.6%?
Yeah, and I think the times here in this house, I think out of like maybe the 150 you did, you hit 5.
4 actually.
4.
But yeah, still.
So yeah, it's like always try to, if you are gonna leave a spare, try and make something that you can pick. That's gonna be like the key thing. Like I never really thought about it. Like I was told that all last season, and I'm like, oh okay, whatever. This year, I mean, I focused on that over summer practicing, and that definitely helped
Yes.
out a lot.
A lot of your especially because we live up into like the north,
Upstate New York.
Upstate New York. We see a lot of even here at East Main Lanes. I mean, a lot of our staff is gone in the summertime, so we're not really open in the summer. So it's a lot of just winter, late fall, early spring kind of sport for people up here. Yeah. But if you really want to get that jump above, you really got to be working on it all year round. It can't just be a whole, all right, it's bowling season now. Yep. Then you have to work all the way back up to where you were last year.
Yep. For me, we have a couple houses that are local.
Yep.
That actually do summer leagues. They're not sanctioned, but
if you're throwing even if you're throwing just once a week, I mean, you're still kind of staying loose and you're able to still work on your game and
keeping that muscle memory going.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not sanctioned, but in that league, even though it wasn't sanctioned, I cared what I was doing, but I also focused on what I could improve, and that was definitely a lot. Like I said, that was everything I took from last year, coming back after 8 years off. Coming back, I'm like, okay, I watched a lot of tutorials. I watched, a lot of Packy's videos. Even though he's two-handed and I throw one, to me, I can relate to it.
Yeah.
He's left-handed, I'm right. Another one I watched a lot too was Brad and Kyle.
That is that is also a very good channel to watch, especially their coaching tips and how they describe everything, what they move adjustment wise, and all that.
Yep. And so I watch a lot of their videos over the summer. I mean, so much my wife actually is like, "Can you watch something else on YouTube?" kind of.
Pretty sure my whole YouTube is all just mostly bowling.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I watched so much of that. I took their words for granted. I had a couple of coaches that I want to say official coaches, but I had a lot of people help me that are actually part of the PBA.
Yep.
And they didn't make it higher up, but they're still part of the PBA. They competed in the PBA, state events and all that.
Yep.
So I sent videos to them. You don't have to have a coach nearby. You can take videos.
Yeah, definitely.
From the back, from the side. It's anything will help. Hey, even if it's someone who has an average that's 20 pins higher than yours, you can have 130. Have someone that's bowling 170.
Yeah.
Like, hey, can you help me out a little bit? That's how I started.
I mean, yeah, I still get asked that some nights in a couple leagues here. It's like, all right, I'm struggling with making a 10 pin, let's say.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't know where to quite stand, and I'm like, all right, well, I stand out on dot 7
Mm-hmm.
and throw it across out third arrow for me. So I'm like, we could try something like that, and they do a couple adjustments and look at the game, nine spare, nine spare, nine spare. It's like simple tips just like that. I mean, can really improve somebody's game and really keep them involved in the sport. Because
Yeah. Anything for me, I help out others. It's always good,
Yeah.
especially when you see someone struggling with something. There's actually a late night league in this house, and when one of my partners last year, he started out with like a 117 average. This year, he came back because he worked on things that I helped him out with, and he's actually like I think his average this year is a 178.
yeah, it's a really good improvement.
And he's not even he's a no thumb bowler. So you kept what I taught you, you worked on it,
Yep.
and you completely improved from last year. It's a whole other guy that I'm talking to.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, even to this day, I still, ask you, I'm like, hey, I know I'm doing something wrong. What am I doing? And you're like, oh, it's just this little thing.
Yeah. And that's probably one of the best things about having like somebody else that like either you bowl with quite a bit or you know really well. And like I know your game quite well, like you know my game quite well, because even though you only bowled 2 years,
Yeah.
so especially look what we're doing now. We got a whole YouTube channel set up where we're doing ball reviews and everything.
We throw very similar. Your speed's a little bit faster, your rub rate's a little bit higher, but we still, I think our line in general is like maybe a board or two. Like normally where you say where you're throwing,
you're pretty much right over my line.
Yeah, or I would say we're both right there. It's a benefit to help each other out.
Yeah,
but it's
only
also
for
a
bowling.
curse.
Yeah, it's a benefit but a curse at the same time.
So we bring that line up pretty quick. It's like, oh man, normally if if I see him change where his approach is starting, I do the same. Or if he sees me do it, he'll be like, wait, what you do different there?
Yeah.
I'm still leaving this. I'm like, oh, I just moved a board and a half left. Yeah, it's house shot, but the house shot this year in this house is completely different from last year. Completely different. So it's to me, it's a lot better than it was last year. Definitely a lot more high scoring games now.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's pretty much like we help each other out. In the bowling community, like we're all just one big family.
For being a 10-lane house, it's a really small kind of community here where most everybody knows everybody, and if maybe they don't exactly know them, it's a familiar face.
Yeah.
And a lot of familiar faces are always good.
Yeah, and once started bowling this year, a lot of guys that I bowl with on Thursday nights, their averages are way above 220. Just from me bowling this year compared to what they seen on my stats last year, it's like they have actually asked me, like, hey, could you possibly bowl for us, this coming season, or starting out as a sub on the leagues, and all of a sudden, they're right there, like, hey, we want you full time. That's big. When that happens, it's like, wow, what I was shooting for in the beginning of last year, last season, it's happening this season. You put in the effort and it pays off.
Yeah, and that's a lot of it too. Like, especially to get to a highly competitive level, like I'm talking junior gold. I did YBT for a little bit. That was amazing. I learned so much from that. And even like my first year YBT, like I was in the handicap division because they had it as like handicap, classic, scratch, then classic. You still learn quite a bit because you got to read different oil patterns. You have competition that's like all right, I really got to step my game up if I want to
Right.
try to be the best I can be. So
Right. Well, it's like, when we do our shootouts here, every other Sunday, I can be throwing the same at one short pattern, then just that little bit of volume difference. I'm standing either more like 4 or 5 boards left, if not
yeah,
more. I think the most
you,
I've moved so far is 10 boards with this. And some other short patterns, I'm shooting more down and in.
yeah,
And, shooting down and in when you have all your balls drilled for mid lane, it's kind of hard.
yeah, no doubt. And that gets us to like the other thing when I start saying about like reading oil patterns. Like we want to do part of the tips and tricks when we do this for
Right.
YouTube.
Yeah.
It's we want to kind of show you, especially for our ball reviews. Like for example, like that Black Widow Mania, it's got HK22 for a cover. It's got the good old gas mask core that everybody has known and loved for years now.
Yep.
I still have the 2006 Red Widow Pearl that my dad had in my room.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've got two of the 2.0 hybrids. I've got the Black Widow Mania as well, and now the Toward V1,
Yeah.
the Dynasty,
Yeah.
and the 3.0, which you also have too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really good ball. And back to what I was saying, like you can throw that ball similar like what Devin was saying. Like you could be throwing a little fifth arrow on a shorter pattern, short mid pattern, and then different pattern with a little higher volume, and you might be almost throwing it up first arrow kind of down and in.
Yeah.
There's so many different factors that you have to look at when you're throwing on sports shot patterns.
Yeah.
Because it's not just like a cake shower, it's house, and you can miss 5 or 6 boards outside,
Right.
Where especially junior gold, you have to be pinpoint every time. And that's speed, accuracy.
Yeah.
You got to make sure you're throwing the ball the same, everything.
Yeah.
Even the slightest bit of rotation difference can make a huge difference.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely found that out the hard way actually with this.
Oh yeah, I
and
seen
with
that.
not tonight, but I think I threw it a couple times last night.
Yes.
And that's definitely, yes, take for granted. It is a new ball. You got the new ball carries, reacting. It's definitely, I think if I missed maybe 3 boards left with that being a new ball out of the box, maybe what, 4 games on it, 5 games.
Somewhere about 5 games on it.
It's still in the break-in period to get that lane shine going. But if I missed 3 boards of that, it was either going Brooklyn or right behind the head pin, leaving a solid 10. So, I mean, getting a new ball, it does help you narrow down your accuracy.
Yeah, you get that new ball carry.
And you still get that new ball carry. So, I mean, once you get a ball, definitely get it drilled for you, please.
Yes, that is the biggest thing when you are really stepping into this sport is definitely need to get a ball drilled for you. And you don't have to go like, all right, the PBA tour players are throwing this ball, so that means I got to get this ball to be like them. No, you can go get a Brunswick Rhino, Tropical Surge, Hustle, even a Hammer Axe. It's a spare ball with a core inside of it, but that's how you start to really learn how to hook a ball. You start to read the ball motion and start to understand everything more.
Well, that's actually why I got my wife the Vibe.
Yeah.
It has a HK22 cover stock just like this, the 3.0. Can't think of any more off the top of my head. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the hammer balls definitely have that HK22, especially if it's the reactive cover stock on it. So
I will fix one mistake though, and it's only because I know this, but every Brunswick ball since I think 2024 has like the HK, either HK22, HK Cohesion, or Cohesion, I believe as well.
Oh, no, Cohesion is actually what's on the Pure Envy. Is HK22 Cohesion.
Yeah, I believe that was one of the first balls that it had with it.
Yep.
I could be wrong, but
no, it's also got that weird core in the spaceship. So
it's
definitely a good ball. Don't get me wrong. I actually shot my first 300 with it. Unfortunately unsanctioned, but shot my first 300 with it. But it's definitely a good ball. But the HK22, I mean, it's a great cover stock, especially for beginners. Because my wife, I got her to get her the Vibe.
Yeah.
And she started throwing it like she was using a house ball, it's a plastic house ball. That's all she knew how to do. Throw it down the lane like anybody who wants to go out, have fun with the family, just throw it down the lane, and that's how she bowled. And I got her that, and she goes, "Oh, I can hook a ball."
Yep.
And ever since then, she, she hasn't gone back.
Yeah, once you start hooking the ball and understanding that you just got to have that right angle into the pocket to really carry a strike better, so you're not leaving corner pins. And
Right.
I mean, you throw straight out of pocket all the time, you're not going to strike every single time.
No, most of the time that I've seen is either a 5 pin or a very messy split.
Yes.
Definitely that. But yeah, it's like when you get that ball, definitely get a low end ball.
Low end ball to start, for
uh,
sure.
A lot of people are against it, but I would recommend getting like a urethane to start out with. You're gonna have the simple house ball you're throwing down lane, but at the same time you're also gonna have some movement in the back end. So, for instance, like the purple hammer, that is an aggressive purple. It's
it is
aggressive
the
urethane.
best urethane ever. I don't hands down the best urethane ever.
It's our opinion, but
even though I kind of prefer the 78D hammer, the black hammer,
Yep.
because I don't know, something about playing a little bit straighter with that ball is just, I mean, straighter is greater. So I don't know what more I can say about that besides straighter is greater.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, a urethane is definitely good for a beginner. I would say for a beginner bowler starting out. Like, so I want to say, I guess if you don't want to get urethane, definitely get in my opinion, the hammer NU.
Yeah, the NU 2.0 now, since the NU is
Yeah.
discontinued, but yes.
Yeah. So NU for me is the hammer NU. That's a great ball. And the shorts actually that were posted earlier. That was the first time that was thrown at NU actually with 3 holes in it, the thumb. My buddy has one.
You've seen him. I think he was actually throwing that ball when he left that Stone 8.
So, but yeah, I threw it 2-handed. I'm like, all right, I really don't like this ball, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to buy one, but it is a low end ball, and I'm like, I don't know. Then another mutual friend of ours has it with a thumb hole. I'm like, all right, let me try it. I tried it. Span was a little big, something that I'm not used to, but it still worked for me. It wasn't 100% comfortable, but it still worked. And in the shorts, was
it looks really well in the shorts. I mean, you were bowling on, again, it was the house shot, but it was really beat down from league. There was a lot of push down because plastic balls going on the lane, it creates that push down.
Plastic balls, low end balls, straight ball bowlers. But still, even then, the NU was definitely, it got down there and it came across.
Yeah.
So even though, I was against it at first, I'm like, I'm going to look into this. And definitely the NU 2.0 is definitely on my list.
Yeah, I cannot wait to hopefully do a review on that eventually.
Yeah, that would be great. So, I mean, definitely a low end ball. It doesn't have to be hammer, like you said, it's Brunswick overall.
Brunswick. I mean,
you can also do, like you said, a tropical surge from Storm.
I will say, when I did have one, it was a very, like, for being a low end ball,
entry level ball, yeah,
was very good. I mean, I could move in with it and play a little deeper. I could play straight up, and like I said, it's just another one of those beginner balls that when you're learning to hook a ball, you can really gain a lot of information from it, and that's a big start.
Yeah, and especially if you don't know how you want it drilled, always ask your pro shop. Definitely, they're gonna have you throw a couple balls, watch you, and they're gonna go off of that. And a lot of people
go off your preferred access point.
Yep, your PAP for other people.
Yes.
They're gonna watch that, see how you throw it. If you are hooking the ball, even if you do the old suitcase method. I mean, my wife still does that today. I mean, when we come down here and practice when there isn't a league, I mean, for the first 4 frames, she's already got it dialed in. That's a go-to for beginners, especially if we're starting to hook like the tropical surge or the NU or the purple urethane. Doing the old suitcase method will definitely help you out on what that ball and you can work with each other on.
Yeah,
If that makes
you
sense.
gotta build confidence in the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I've thrown this for 4 games. I kind of had confidence in it when I had first gotten it because it's just a ball that is good for like any game, whether you're two-handed, one-handed no thumb, one-handed with thumb. It strikes.
Yeah.
Not only because you throw the ball good, but anybody can use it. Same with good old gas mask core. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, there's people in another house I bowled with on Tuesday. They actually have the V1. I think their rev rate is like maybe if you're lucky 200. They do the suitcase method, just like I said. And I think since he's gotten the V1, his average actually has gone up about 10 pins just because he practiced with it before he actually brought it to league, and that's another good thing to do too. Just don't get a ball and bring it right to league. Actually practice with it before you show up, so you know what to expect of the ball. I made that mistake with my Pure Envy. I got the ball, got it drilled, and literally the day after I got it was league night.
Yeah.
So I had no practice with it, and I actually was standing about 15 boards left compared to what I normally would stand. So I was completely shocked, but I definitely practice with your new ball.
Yeah, and that goes for especially on sport shots too, because you're gonna want to have a ball used. If you don't know the pattern, because a lot of the YBTs I used to bowl, it was they didn't tell you the pattern. You had no idea going into the center really what you're gonna see today. I would always start with something kind of mid. I want to go like high end, aggressive solids where it could hook early, but I would throw something kind of in between low and high. And if I had to move, I'd go up high, and if I was a little less, I'd go lower.
Yeah, that could be another video, later on where we can
Yes,
go.
that is definitely the plan to do a lot of, especially when it comes to sport shot stuff. Like, I really want to give everybody the information I know and from what I've seen, and try to help people with their games too to improve. That's really what this whole channel is going to be, not just you and I going at it for games and games on
Yeah.
end. Or
I mean,
hopefully be doing a league night here next season
yeah,
when we're on the same team and doing.
That's going to be very interesting.
That'll be very interesting.
Very interesting. Definitely,
we'll have our camera guy too be bowling as well. So
yeah,
it'll be a fun time. It'll be really fun.
Yeah. But yeah,
And-
so it doesn't matter. Like like I said, go to an entry level ball to start off with, and then work your way up.
Yeah.
Like I made the mistake going from an old plastic 16-pound ball right to my 3.0.
That's a pretty big
So
jump.
That's a huge jump compared to what I was used to. I went from pretty much throwing it out maybe 5 boards and coming back to almost throwing out 30 boards and coming
Yep.
back. But then again, my approach and throwing style is completely different from what it was last year. Completely different. So it makes a huge difference. So definitely start small and build your arsenal up from there.
Yeah.
And like you said, eventually get a low end ball. Like you said that's like a mid low.
I mean, I think their Brunswick Danger Zones are priced at about $120 right now.
Yeah.
Compared to like your high end stuff, like the Black Widow Dynasty, for example,
Yeah.
starting out at $209 from what I've seen. I'm sure in some places it's higher.
Yeah, I've seen
that's our local
220.
pro shop that we use is a price for that.
Yeah. And
But still, I mean, $120 for, like I said, $120 ball. It's got a lot of good reaction.
It's definitely I can say I want to say Brunswick outdid themselves on an entry level ball, but you definitely get more than what your money is worth into the ball when you buy it.
And not even for like the Danger Zone, especially. Not even it being like an entry level. I mean, I feel like it's a little bit above an entry level.
It's like
but
mid-entry.
For like a kind of like a vintage throwback remake, because I think this is the 3rd remake for the Brunswick Danger Zone. Literally, I'm at a loss for words for it. I mean, I wish I got to throw them when they first came out back in the day, but I mean, I cannot wait to do a video with this ball.
A full video with it.
A full video with this ball, because I'm telling you, it's amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's actually the first Brunswick I've thrown since my plastic ball.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I have the Ebonite Tornado back from 2007, and like throwing that ball after it sounds bad shelving it for 13 years for sentimental use. I decided to break it out, and still, I mean,
Yeah.
they still hooked really good when I threw it last night, and it was great. So I was like, all right. And he's like, try my danger zone tonight. I'm like, okay. After throwing it, like I said, maybe 5 times, 6 times last night, and I was like, I know where to throw this. I came out, and that's when I shot the 256 with it.
Yeah, I mean, with how you started that game, I was thinking this is gonna be the first 300 on the channel, but
First sanctioned, yeah.
for sanctioned, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I cannot wait to start doing some of these ball reviews.
Yeah,
I'm excited to do, even though it released back in 2024, I believe. No, 2025. The Black Widow Mania.
Yeah.
Since I have one as well, I cannot wait to do a review.
I think the only difference is I think our pen is slightly different.
Yeah.
I think yours is up to the right above the finger holes. Mine's directly above between.
Yeah.
So it's it goes off of how we throw it. Like I said, if you look at my other balls, they're the same way as yours are now, up to the right. Then I got my pat figured out because I know how I was throwing it. I had our pro shop guy watch me. I told him, I'm like, drill it the way you absolutely think would be best for me, and this is what I got from it.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly, it's the first pro ball I've thrown that I have, and honestly, this is actually the first ball on my bag. This is my game 1 ball. Then I switch to my pure envy, depending on
depending on what you see condition wise.
Yeah, depending on how it is in the beginning during practice. Definitely during practice too. I want to say throw as much of your arsenal that you can so you can get the reading on it, but definitely towards the end of practice, try to get to your lower end balls and see how they're going to react. Like throw it up anywhere between 10 and 15 or over 10. For people who don't know, that's the second and third arrow from the right for right hands, and second and third arrow on the left for left-handers.
Yeah. And brushing back up on for when we do these ball reviews, I know that we're starting out the channel right now. I mean, you can't expect us to have call out Packy Hanrahan, call out Brunswick. Brunswick is an amazing one if you love Brunswick products. I mean, I will sit there and watch his videos over and over and over and over.
And just to clarify, it's not Brunswick, it's Brunsnick.
Yes.
So
throwing the first name into the mix a little bit.
And that was actually great.
And it works really well.
And he's actually a low rev ball.
He's a low rev player, but even being low rev, look where he can play. He can play all the way to the left, and he can also jump all the way to the right.
Yep. And I forgot the layout that he has, but for me, it's unconventional, but a lot of people love it. Like a lot of the older bowlers, they you mention that layout, and they're like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I actually think one of our mutual friends actually has a ball drilled out like that slightly.
Yep.
So, and they said it works for them. I mean, I've been wanting to try it just to see how I like it. I would actually get like a Tropical Surge to try it out with, or even
just like an older ball that you find or something, just drill. I mean, it's gonna have to be filled.
Yeah, have it filled and try it out. Like I said, you want to hammer raw. It's a low on entry ball, so I can use it and see how I like it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's my opinion. I don't know if you tried it.
I mean, everybody's going to always have a different opinion. It's just, it's humanity at that point.
But, yeah, it's, definitely good. Definitely not only Packy, but Darren Tang with the new balls.
Yes. I do like how he can throw both one-handed and two-handed in his reviews.
Yep.
Because it just opens up a different perspective of, all right, I'm two-handed. This ball works really good one-handed, but how does it react two-handed?
Yep.
Because you're going to see higher rev rate. You're going to see your angle change when you throw the ball.
Yep.
And it's just seeing how a ball reacts similar to how you would throw it.
Yeah, definitely. That's good. It's good that he does both.
Yes.
So
I mean,
I have nothing against that at all.
I would like to eventually, hopefully, try because my
Two-handed.
two-handed game isn't bad.
It's
but
not. You're actually pretty decent. I mean, I would say average for two-hander.
yeah,
I think my average two-hander is like maybe 175, maybe if I'm lucky 180.
and if we compare my two-handed style to our mutual friend of ours,
It's a huge.
it is not bad.
No,
For being one-handed all my life for 14 years, throwing two-handed, I really started to try to throw a little more two-handed this year.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's like shooting the two-handed at my spares and
Yeah.
throwing an actual reactive ball instead of an urethane I grabbed off the house rack.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
I will give myself a little credit.
I mean, I didn't start throwing two-handed. Like, I didn't know two-handed was a thing until I saw our mutual friends start throwing that way. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I was completely confused. I've never seen it before in my life. Like, I have, but the guy that did it also threw a backup ball. So he would hold it right-handed, go up and throw it, and you just see him leap up, and it's a backup ball. So he's throwing down the left side. And I was like, my mind was completely blown at that point. I'm like, that's a new way to bowl.
I mean, if you can do it like how Anthony Simonson is, it just opens up so much more opportunity for you.
Yeah, well,
especially on sport shot patterns because you don't see that many lefties. And if you got to hold basically fresh side of the lane almost, where if you see something better than compared to the right side, I mean, if you can do it, throw on the left side. I mean,
he's also very versatile too.
And being very versatile when it comes to bowling on sport shots and even on tour, junior gold, that's really what can separate you from a lot of people because I know, like, for myself, like, I can change, like, I can be more behind the ball, I can come around it a lot, changing my speed, everything.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, compared to what I was actually, like I said, that practice where I did, over the summer, that's what I worked on. Even going out to practice, even if it is a burnout house shot, I practice all of that. It's like, oh, okay, and that kind of burnout house shot, you have to control your speed.
Yes.
Like, you have to, either it's going to go way down or you're going to come across and not know what you're doing wrong. It's like, I'm throwing where I'm supposed to, and it's also a great practice for your target too. Close arrow target instead of looking down lane. So that's a good way to do that. So you can start lining up your shots a little bit more. You practice target hitting. So and
I can't wait to brushing back up on more future topics for this channel. I mean, there's so many drills that you can do to help you with not even just approach, but like where to aim on the lanes, how to focus on your break point, how to kind of see and plan out your shot before you throw it.
Yep.
I mean, there's so many ways. Like, we have a laser here at Eastman Lanes that we can use. I know we've used it in varsity years ago.
I honestly have not used the laser yet.
I know I can't. I thought about that. I'm like, I cannot wait to see him use the laser because it's gonna open up this. It's gonna make you see your shot so much
more
easier, and like for me, even on house shots, I mean, I don't have to be as precise on house shots as I would be for sport shot, but just seeing where and how to predict where you want your ball to go, to especially read the pocket, it's just so much nicer to really see that shot before you throw it.
Yeah, not only that, but like you said, not just focusing on your target, down lane too. One of the drills is, the no step drill.
That's a big one.
I worked on that a lot. Like, I was lofting it. Why? Why am I lofting it?
And I can't wait to have you try to teach me how to loft the bowling ball, since it's the one thing I have not taught myself yet is how to loft the bowling ball, surprisingly.
You lay it down pretty good. I do, obviously, in the videos that you've seen, on a burnout house shot, for me, I do have to loft it probably like 2 feet out further than where I should be.
Compared to some people that I've seen loft it past the arrows.
We will
not be doing that.
Yeah, definitely not be doing that.
But maybe with a 6-pound ball, but
even then, I don't want to dribble it all the way down.
Yeah.
But maybe at some point we can try to get a video of a certain person doing that.
Yeah.
So they can see, like, hey, like this past week, he actually shot a really good game. But his rev rate, if he actually lays it down low, I've seen him lay it down low, it just takes off for some reason. Somehow he has insanely rev rate. and that's the only way you can actually get the ball down and actually hook into the pocket on a house shot, even a fresh one. Like
I mean,
first game out
the
of the
house
bat.
shot here at East Main is 43 feet, and he still had that ball break super early. So
Yeah,
needing loft is definitely a good way to have another kind of tool in your bag when
yeah,
it comes to sport shot, even house shot.
yeah,
But just everybody plays different. I mean, you got
yeah,
to play to your advantages.
yeah. It definitely helps out. Like there's a lot of drills like I said previously, the no step, just the release.
Hmm.
You got your one step. Um,
Even I mean, they're a little less common, but even the three-step drills, like I've done
I,
a few of those.
I that's how I used to bowl last year. Last season, I was a 3-step bowler.
I mean, I bowl Monday Night Scratch League, and I know of at least two people that have like a three-step approach, and they're still scoring pretty good.
Yeah,
So, like I said, it's all how you
feel comfortable
feel
doing it.
comfortable, and it's how you play your own game.
Right. Like you, like I know how to do a 4-step. I know how to do a 3-step. 2 steps just into your push away,
Hmm.
and then the no step is your release. So for me, how I improved was I started right at the foul line and worked my way back. After I felt comfortable at the foul line, I did my push off. Unfortunately, I don't slide. If I do slide, it's not much,
I was gonna say I don't slide a whole lot either.
So I think I slide at the most maybe 3 inches, and that's pushing it on my 4-step. Then after I got comfortable doing that, I went back to, like I said, last year was my 3-step. So I went to my 3-step, figured out, my push away, my backswing. I'll try and coordinate that into my 3-step. Then I figured out, oh, there's people who do 4-step. Like that's weird, but it's actually, if you actually look at it, it's actually pretty common.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh wow, there's actually a lot of people who do a 4-step, and even then, go back to the time. It's oh, 5-step. 5-step is way too much for me. The only way I can do 5-step is if the lanes are drying out. It's like pretty much bowling on burnout lanes at that point. I would have to do a 5-step, get my momentum going, and then add a little bit of loft to it because I got the speed going to it, and I can bowl on a burnout house shot just because of that. There's another house nearby on burnout house shot. For me, I can't bowl there. Once the house shot is, after league, maybe 5 people bowl on it afterwards. I can't bowl on it. So I would have to switch from my 4-step to my 5-step, but add a little bit of loft.
I mean, yeah, it's just having different tools in the bag that can help you with scoring.
Yeah.
It's really all it is.
Yep. And it also, especially with your steps on your approach, actually help you with other houses. Like some houses, like here, you can do either low, medium, high, or just cranking on it, and you still
It
get the line
works.
that you want, and it works. The other house shots, if you're over, I think 350, 375, like a house nearby, I can't bowl on it. Yeah,
Nope,
it's
your
still.
ball, being right-handed, your ball turns left hard
So I mean,
if you're high rev.
and yeah, like I can throw it down 10 off the back, flatten it out, and it'll actually hook like a low end ball.
Yep.
That's how I learned. Definitely bowling at other houses helps out a lot too. And I think that's why I'm actually more successful this year because I bowled in, I think, 5 other houses compared to just here. So that helps out a lot.
Yep. I mean, turning back to where we are with this YouTube right now, kind of, kind of closing this video out a little bit. Like Devin and I both know that we're just getting started with this. So any like feedback or comment that you guys have, even if it's just like, I know I'm not great at public speaking, so right now this is a little bit new to me, and I
Yep.
probably have a lot that I can work on. But definitely like a lot of comments and everything. Please just have them be like actual beneficial comments, or even if they're funny comments. Like I know I've read every single comment that we've gotten left on
Yep.
these short videos, but just comments to help make this channel and us provide better content for everybody, for you. And I mean, yeah, we're not perfect at this to
Yeah.
start. This is going to be a building process for a little while. And
Yeah, especially right now. I mean, right now, honestly, we're working off of a phone.
yeah,
We're-
working off of a phone
so
and
helping
$24 between the tripod and the microphones that we've got.
Yep. So I mean, right now, yeah, it's just starting off. Eventually, I do want to get a really good camera.
I do want to get some good
Um,
cameras. I want to get,
Mics.
honestly, I would love to eventually have bar review videos similar to Brunswick's and like Packy Hanrahan, even Darren Tang.
Yeah.
Like I dream of having a similar ball review videos like them one day.
Eventually, we it's just a foot in the door.
Exactly.
So anything, any feedback that you guys give would be completely honest, and modest.
Yeah, none of this, even if it is like a harshful comment, like just, I mean, it's not really called for to have a harshful comment, but
Yeah.
right place, right time. Like, I want to become a better public speaker so that I don't sound like I don't really even know, but
Yeah, like what?
just kind of like the whole or pausing. Like, I want to be better at it.
Yeah, it's like me, mid sentence.
Yeah.
I mean, day to day life, I can tell you. Even at work, I'm like, in the middle of a sentence, I'm like, what was I talking about? Yeah, so
we're also not looking for perfection when we make these videos.
No.
Like there's so many cuts that I wish I put in some of these shorts of us absolutely just losing it, laughter on the lanes, even off the lanes. Like,
and
see how many moments I've said that I wish we had a camera recording on us with some of the things that happen.
And some of the things we can't post because of
the monetization, but
of reasons.
That's personal.
Yeah, but yeah, we definitely want we want to try to succeed at this whole the whole YouTube life.
It's a growing process, and
so
we're not doing it. We're not doing this to really make money off of it. We're doing this to have everybody else see how like you and I bowl and what we've accomplished. I mean, it's kind of just like another hobby.
Yeah, actually, our two-hand common friend, which was in the video earlier, he actually wants lessons on how to bowl one hand. He's actually thinking about switching to one hand.
Yeah, and I mean that could be a good series starter for
the perfect
the coaching, and maybe it's all right, starting to bowl one-handed series, or maybe we can even do a starting bowl two-handed series. And this is all video. This is all stuff that we would like your feedback for, what you want to see, because we are pretty much open to just about anything. So
any comments.
I mean, the only thing that we're kind of closed off a little bit with is ball reviews. I mean, I stick specifically to the 7 brands of Brunswick. I used to throw Storm. I don't really much anymore at all, actually. But.
Right. And, unfortunately, the only ball that I don't have, 2 balls in my arsenal that aren't hammer is my spare ball, which is
the old Ebonite Tornado.
And my Ebonite. I have a world spare ball. So, I mean, to be honest, I bought it for my kid. And he's grown up now. And when I got it to him, he didn't know how to bowl. So I'm like, all right, if I get you a ball, I'm like, well, you want to learn how to bowl? He's like, yeah. And now he's grabbing a 15-pound house ball because his fingers can't fit on mine. He's got a round thumb. I have an oval thumb. That's another thing we'll go over too.
Yeah, I definitely would like to get into like drilling and everything eventually soon.
Yeah,
I mean, not even like soon, but futuristic in this channel.
But yeah, now he's grabbing off a reactive house ball off the shelf, and he hit his high game. He's only started bowling midsummer. And his high game right now is like a 156 with just bowling, this summer with a plastic ball. I'm using that as my spare ball now. And now he's grabbing a house ball that's reactive, going from a 12 up to a 15 in, just that amount of time. Yeah, I mean, he hit his high game. And I was like, dude, I'm like, I can tell that you're like now putting effort into it, but I'm like, you got this.
Yeah, I mean, that's all it takes. I mean, like I said, once you get hooked on this sport, you're hooked.
Yeah,
it's hard to.
Unfortunately,
you get away from it for a little. Like what happened to you, and I know a few other people, especially like some of the well-known names for a community like we have here.
Yeah,
like they stopped bowling for a little bit, but they came back and I mean, they didn't really lose much progress. If anything,
No.
they gained.
It's like
Not saying that you should take a break, but I mean,
right.
sometimes a break does help.
Yep. And yeah, it's no, not only that, but the another input too is the guys that have like the high averages. Yeah, they might not talk much during league or when you're doing shoots. They're always willing to put in their input.
Yeah, and
Uh,
that's another thing. Just like knowing somebody else's input on maybe even what they see on the lanes, but
yeah,
even when brushing back to what you said earlier, like how I said people might come up and ask you for help, even if it's like a simple 10 pin or
yeah.
just simple move. I mean,
It's like
it's always this is where it gets to be like just a personal thing, but it's always like just be helpful, be willing to be helpful. I mean,
yeah,
that's just a personal thing for me. Like I'm always willing to step out and help somebody,
yeah.
or I mean, yeah,
I mean, if you see someone struggling, you can always like the higher average guys, like how we do, like some of our actual cameraman.
yeah.
You're like,
Or
he's too.
I cannot wait to see the progress that he makes.
I think he's actually going to hit his high series before the end of the season.
I almost called it the first week that he was hitting his high series. He actually did hit his high series the first week after our coaching lessons.
Yep.
But I'm saying he's gonna have at least this. He's gonna have a 600 series soon. And I know for some people that's not gonna sound like much, but trust me when I say
For this guy,
this was
it's
such a big improvement. Like it's gonna be amazing. Like I cannot wait to see him throw a 600
yeah. I know he's going to be stoked, but even then, he's two handed. We're both
one-handed.
one handed, three fingers, three
Three
digits in the
fingers.
ball.
Yep, 3 digits in the ball.
So and he's like, you guys really know how to do this? And it's like, yeah, we can bowl. Like I can bowl no thumb. I can bowl two handed. I can bowl left handed. If he left handed, but in the
I wish
end,
I was left-handed.
in the end, it's very helpful to learn other ways to throw so you can help out. Like you said, someone struggling with a 10 pin. It's like, hey, are you leaving those a lot? Oh yeah, like mutual.
Simple, just if I'm leaving a 10 pin, I move like half a board right, and if that doesn't come up, I'll move a little bit forward or a little bit backwards. And
Yep.
I mean, sometimes you do have to make that ball change, but
Yeah.
you got to throw at least a few good shots first.
Yeah. No, definitely. If to me, if you're leaving less than 4 pins, you're getting where you need to be, but just like adjustments to get the rest of the way. And sometimes, like a mutual friend of ours that has that original blue NU, I was struggling with 10 pins, stone, stone, stone. I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
You have to get a little more up into the pocket, a little more
And
angle.
he goes, move forward, an inch. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, move forward an inch. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. It's going to, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it makes sense because it's going to slow down my ball speed. He goes, yeah.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
He goes, but you're throwing the ball too hard. So if you move up, you can throw it more relaxed. And, in the video, they'll have short you posted of me throwing. Like how I was saying that. I was standing on 30 and 31, but since I know where to throw because that comment of him saying move 2 inches forward, an inch forward, or whatever, it helped me out improve my game so much. I'm actually not hitting behind the head pin. I'm not hitting Brooklyn. I'm hitting where I need to be because I'm putting more of a natural movement on the ball than trying to force it.
Yeah.
And that makes a big difference too. So, I mean, for me, for a new ball, like I said with that, the guy know how to throw it, threw it 5 times. It's let the ball tell you where to throw it.
Yeah, do not make the ball do what you want it to. Let the ball do what you know it can do.
Yep. So it's small adjustments make it, but
yeah, and there's a reason why manufacturers make a ball to do different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much it. All going back to input. One guy that we know is the lane sniper here and across many houses. I mean,
many houses.
You could throw him on any shot, and within the second frame, without any practice, he already knows where he's got to go. Like I was 100% nervous of going up to him, like, "Hey, can I have some input in this?" And he literally just looked at me after 3 frames. He goes, "Do less hand." That's all he said. I'm like,
Like I
I'm
said,
like, that's it.
sometimes a small adjustment's all it takes. I mean,
Yeah, I'm like, that's it. He goes, yeah. He goes, roll it up more up the back, and he goes, you should be either close and move like a couple boards, or you're gonna hit it flush.
yeah,
And I was like, okay, he's a high average bowler. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take your word for granted. Sure enough, I did that slight little movement, and like they'll point out, you can watch you throw a couple times. Yeah, yeah, just do this. So it helped out a lot.
yeah. And to kind of end things out, because we're kind of running short on time now
Yep.
with this, but like going back to everything, like yes, we are new to this channel. We're new to YouTube. Like I said, the feedback, the comments, just anything helpful to make videos better for you guys. This is what we want to do. We want to make things better for you guys. Can't wait to do the ball reviews. We have so many great plans that
Yeah.
we cannot wait to start making videos on. And like I said, I mean, one day we will get to that point of like Aki Hanrahan, Darren Tank, all the other amazing YouTube channels that's out there for
Yeah.
bowling.
I mean, for set a realistic goal, even the PBA status for both of us. Yeah, we can go for it now, but in the long run, that's for me. I would love to do that full time.
Yeah.
I would love to. So like any higher average people, like I said, my average across 5 different leagues is about 214, 215. To me, that's pretty good holding that standard over 5 different leagues. I know on your, I think across leagues on yours, you're about the same, if not a little bit higher.
For average?
Yeah.
I think for the, I mean, even though I only bowl in one league and I sub in a couple others in this house, I mean, I'm sitting at roughly 218, 220,
Like,
roughly.
like I said, it's about the same. So even our averages are about the same, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, average is about the same. We throw the same line. Like we know as soon as the ball hits the
Yeah.
arrow is where it's at. What happened. We don't have to ask them. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
you throw it
And I
out,
mean,
come across.
with the ball reviews we plan on doing, like you're gonna see quite a bit of similarity in between Devin and I when we throw, but there's gonna be different inputs. Like I'm gonna probably see a little bit more of like a ball motion and how to read a pattern a little more than like
Yeah.
Swachi would right now, only because like you said, I mean you're second year back. You're learning how to get into more sports shop, more bigger
Yeah.
events, and how to really take that next step to your game. So
Yeah. So like I said, so in a realistic goal,
Yeah.
take for granted, my age compared to your age, you'll have
Oh, yeah.
you'll have a longer time if we hit PBA status than I would. So even though PBA status for me would be a separate category at a certain point, but there's always a chance of I would like to travel for it. Traveling is a big thing, especially with me. I have kids, a wife, we got animals at home.
Where
So,
I don't.
yeah. So that's a big that's a big commitment for me and the family.
Yeah.
Especially to make it a full-time career. So for me, realistically, next 5 years would be good for me. I would be more than happy, at the 5-year mark, try to get at least traveling a little bit for the PBA status. I mean, at some point before it gets to that, or even if I hit the PBA status in 5 years, I would love to at least try to hit the tour mark.
Yeah, and I think we're going to be talking about goals here. I mean, if I were to say a 5-year goal for me, not only to be to make this YouTube channel, hopefully even be one of the top, which would be amazing if we could get there. Definitely better than the start we have right now, because this will be a raw and cut video.
Yeah.
But I would love to at least do a couple in 2 years, even if I can be on tour bowling and being a competitor out there. I would love that. I've always dreamed of doing that. I mean, I know I've kind of backed off my competing a little bit since junior gold, but it's still right there. Like the amount of times I sit at night thinking about, man, I could have. I mean, I didn't bowl in college, but
you could have taken off.
I could have taken off, but like I said, people have their own paths for everything.
Yep.
But definitely my goal in 5 years is to also reach the PBA tour, but also be a competitor out there. That, I mean, I know I probably won't be like EJ Tackett, but I'd love to eventually have a few titles and just look back one day and be like, definitely have no regrets doing what I did.
Yeah. I'm probably the only regret is why didn't I do this sooner?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, to end this off, definitely thank you everybody that stayed and watched
The whole
either
thing.
the amazing or terrible content this first video was. Hopefully,
Comment what you think. Right?
yeah, please comment what you think. But definitely give us some good feedback on what we can do
Yeah.
better to improve videos for everybody. And yeah, I mean, check out the TikTok. I mean, we're gonna have some kind of short videos posted on there. I'm still learning Instagram, but
Yeah, I'm not good at that part.
hopefully we'll be having a lot more videos out for you guys soon, like this one, instead of just shorts. I mean, I
Yeah.
still plan on doing a few shorts here and there, but hopefully we really start taking off after this video. And like I said, thank you for everybody that stayed this long to watch. Cannot wait to see your feedback, and cannot wait to make this channel
Worthwhile.
Yeah. So I think with that,
I think that's it, man.
I think that's it. I don't know what
here we
that
go.
was, but we will see you all again sometime.
Fist bump handshake.